Hello everyone, what's up? My name is Vaughn. I'm just making this video because this is in connection with the first video I posted that I got tested because of some symptoms I felt after a few days of exposure. The test went and resulted positive, so I am currently diagnosed with COVID with mild symptoms. So this is my day 4. I would like to make this video to give awareness about COVID and my personal experience as of day 4, and give you as well some tips maybe so that you can also avoid and prevent getting this virus. I am so overwhelmed by the messages I received, all the well wishes and all the messages that would boost my morale. I got overwhelming messages and questions out of curiosity, out of concern, out of anything that they wanted to know about the COVID. So I decided to make and compile questions regarding to my own experiences with COVID-19. So first and foremost, I am not in the hospital. As you can see, I'm just inside my room. I am on a quarantine or isolation, as you say. I isolated myself to 14 days. Let's see how the symptoms evolve, because this is just my 4th day. I feel better, and I feel better compared to the first and second day that the symptom erupted. But on the initial phase, as I am saying to everyone, I was asymptomatic except I had a terrible back pain. Yeah, the only thing that I felt up until now is back pain. I don't have respiratory symptoms. I don't have fever. I don't have sore throat. I don't have headache. I had severe body malaise, but it lasted for 1 day. But my back pain is consistent. It's not always there, but it is intermittent. It seems like feeling spasm on your back, on the lower back, and sometimes radiates to my upper thigh. So that's it. But at the moment, thank God, I am still strong. I can still do this video. I can still message my family. I did clean my room for the past 2 days. And yeah, so far I am still doing really well, and I thank God for that, and I am feeling fine at the moment. But we will still keep an eye on the progress of this COVID. But if you can hear, my voice is starting to crack and my nose starts to get stuffy. But yeah, last night I felt this one, but this morning it was relieved and now it's back. So it's like an on and off symptoms I had, but the consistent I had is back pain. I had 37.6 degrees fever, but it lasted 4 hours only. It went back to 37.4, 37.2, and 37. Now I'm 37. So my temperature is just ranging 37 to 37.4. The highest I got was 37.6. So those were the only symptoms I had on the late, maybe on the mid phase. But on the early exposure, after the exposure, immediate exposure, days after exposure, 5 days after exposure, I didn't feel anything. I did not feel anything. Then after 5th day, that I felt, because I was still working that time, that I felt a terrible back pain and a feeling of body malaise. So that I decided to ask for a swab from my company, and luckily they granted me the swab, and poop, turned out I am COVID positive. I would like to emphasize that the signs and symptoms differ from one person to another. It depends on how your body recuperate, how your body adapt to it, how your immune system responds to the COVID, and at the same time how you cope on your own. Good thing I still feel mild or the mildest symptoms at the moment, but I have colleagues who have a little worse symptoms. But the good news about it. After 15 days or more, the symptoms were resolved. They went positive after 2 consecutive swabs, and they are back to work. So that is the good news. More of them are already back to work. So as I've said, my storytelling or my experience can be a lot different from others, but there are also similarities to others who were also asymptomatic at first. The worrying point there that I got tested, but I got tested positive on the time that I had only mild symptoms that you weren't expecting it's COVID because it's just back pain. Normally nurses have back pain, or everyone can have back pain, but I didn't have these respiratory features, which is quite alarming to everyone. One question I always get from people who asks me, how are you feeling right now? As I've said, I'm fine at the moment. I feel better, but on the first 2 days I felt terrible back pain and body malaise. It seemed like I worked so hard, the feeling that you work so hard for a long day and you had a terrible day. That's how I felt. Heaviness on my body, but the next day I got better, but the back pain is there. The only most remarkable symptom I had is severe lower back pain. The lower lumbar or the lower back up until the waist, from the mid of your back up until your waist. That's it. So the pain is not consistently there. It's more of like when you do activities, when you move, when you lift, when you bend down, when you go down to stairs or go up to stairs. It's more of like cramps, something like that. But it's not really that excruciating pain as I would rate myself at the moment. Maybe if it goes in pain, maybe 5-ish, 4 or 5. Tolerable. So that's it. I don't have headache at the moment, so that's good. Thank God for it. But if you can hear, it's quite stuffy, but I don't have any difficulty of breathing. I don't have sore throat. So that's how I feel at the moment. How am I coping? The first time I knew that I have symptoms, because you would know if you know, if you are quite familiar about the disease because of the readings and the trainings and the information, you would know. When I felt that I felt something on my back and I'm not usually having back pains, I am convincing myself that 50% maybe yes, I get the virus, 50% no, I maybe just tired. I was just tired. But when they told me, I told my brother, then I told my family, I told my housemates here, I told my friends at work, and I told my workplace. So everyone was informed, everybody are informed. I'm so lucky with my housemates because they are so accommodating, and they are my frontliners at the moment. They provide me with all the things that I need while I'm inside the room. Sometimes I get favor from them to cook for my food, and then they will just bring it outside the door, and then when they're all inside their rooms I can get it, or when they're upstairs I can go downstairs and do some stuff that I would need, because I'm still okay. So just maybe 4 tips that I could give you for my 4th day. First and foremost, if you have a significant exposure and you know that you have a significant exposure, learn from me. I was initially asymptomatic up until the 5th day. I felt the symptoms. So if you have a significant exposure, as much as possible, get tested. Be swabbed. Do not deny the fact that you have been exposed, because you do not know how the virus now mutates. Every presentation and clinical features are different from each other. There are group of people who went really worse. There are people who were just nothing, like me, and maybe there are in between. So let's see. But if you got the chance to be tested, please take the chance to be tested. Do not neglect safe social distancing still, and boost your immune system. Hand hygiene is really important. Mask is really important. And of course, just know your symptoms. That's it. If you feel unusual, that you don't usually feel on your body, and you feel concerned, do not neglect it. Raise it, escalate it, and learn from me that I had no symptoms even after days after exposure, but I went positive. So I hope all you guys learn from this video, and I hope you all guys get strength from this video, that even though I am positive, but I still have this positive outlook that we can get all through this, and I will still get through this, and we will be able to fight this COVID all together. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot, and please be safe. Please be safe, and God bless you all, and thank you for watching. Bye.